Greetings everybody, it's your old pal Frank here, and welcome to my final video of 2020. That's right, folks, and with this being the final video of the year, it is time once again for us to do a recap of the top 10 cards I picked up this year. And folks, like last year, I'm going to be honest with you, this doesn't get any easier. It was tough last year to pick out the top 10 cards for 2019, and after going through everything I got this year, it was another chore. But I did it, and it's time to see what cards made the cut. And they are in no particular order, except for one card. And, well, let's just see what cards made the cut, shall we? So we kick things off in spot number 10, not with a hockey card, not with a baseball card, not with a basketball or even a football card. No, we kick things off with a Magic card. Yes, I still very much love Magic the Gathering, although I haven't played it in a few years. I haven't bought, full decks or starter packs or, deck builder boxes and all that stuff in years. But earlier this year, there was a new set that came out, and when I saw these monster cards in there, I was like, if I don't get every single one, I gotta get at least one of them. And this is the monster card to have, in my opinion. Yes, folks, in spot number 10, from Magic the Gathering's, I think the set is called Ikora. I forget the actual name, but I give you Godzilla, King of the Monsters. I mean, come on. The chance to have a Godzilla card in your collection, I think that's awesome. Now, I'm sure way back in the day, there was probably Godzilla, collector cards or something. Maybe there wasn't. I don't know. But for those coming into any, card collecting now, this is great to have in any collection, I think. And that's why this has made it to spot number 10. Coming in at spot number 9 is a card that was actually very, very tough to pull when this set came out. And for the longest time, this card was actually very, very expensive if you were to just buy it in single form. But lucky for me, I was very persistent, and I waited, and I waited, and I waited, and I waited, and I waited some more, and then finally found one on Facebook Marketplace for a very decent price, and was finally able to add it to my collection. This is from last year's Tim Hortons set, and it is none other than Mr. Tim Horton himself. This is, of course, the red die cut. Now, the reason why this was such a hard card to get, and it doesn't want to cooperate with the stand. Anyway, the reason why this was such a hard card to get when the set came out is because out of all the red die cuts, this one, as you can see, is a short print. And anytime you're dealing with one short print out of an entire set, the odds go through the roof trying to get it. And I believe the odds on pulling this card were like, I really don't know. I think it was like in the thousands. Because last year, compared to this year's Tim Hortons set, you weren't always guaranteed an insert in every pack. like this year, because the set is a lot bigger, yeah, you get an insert in every pack. Whereas last year, you could buy packs of cards and you were getting all base. And I find the red die cuts were actually, and still are, my favorite inserts in the Tim Horton sets. Next to, of course, the clear cuts and the trios and duos and all that stuff. But yeah, I was able to pick this card up this year for a very decent price, and that's why this one clocks in at spot number 9. Now, coming in at spot number 8, we have some football for all the football lovers out there. Again, Facebook Marketplace purchase. Actually, no, sorry. This was an eBay purchase. But it's from the set for the next card I'm going to show you. This card is from 1981 Topps. It is a card of probably one of the best running backs to ever play the game of football. I'm sure some of you could already guess who it is. Well, if you can't, my friends, it is none other than Mr. Walter Payton. Oh, yeah. I mean, do I need to say more? And cool thing about Mr. Payton, we see here on the back, his birthday, July 25th, 1954. I was born July 25th, 1988. Yes, me and Walter Payton share the same birthday. Oh, yeah. So, yeah, this comes in at spot number 8. Now, in spot number 7, as I just said, from the very same set, 1981 Topps Football, this it was part of a Facebook Marketplace purchase. I didn't know this was going to be in there, but I bought from a gentleman a huge, like 1,400 card lot, and it was football, baseball, hockey, everything. It was mixed, and I paid like, I don't know, $40 for the box, which is pretty decent to me. And so I get the box home, and like there was a paper of like a list of some of the stuff that was in it, but not everything. So I get the box home, and I'm going through it, and then finally I hit the chunk of football, and it's all 1981 Topps. I'm like, oh, that's pretty cool. Now, I knew about the Walter Payton card in that set. Of course, when you're dealing with 81 Topps, the go-to card in that set is, of course, the Joe Montana rookie card. That wasn't in there, trust me. If it was, I wouldn't be buying that box for $40. But so I'm looking through the 81 cards, and this was in there. Archie Manning, which, as everyone knows, is the proud papa of Peyton and Eli. And I saw this, and I was like, oh, that's pretty damn cool. And upon further inspection of it then, and still looking at it now, I mean, you look at the centering and everything, and like this thing is pretty damn bang on. So yeah, I mean, who knows? Maybe this will be a PSA candidate one day. Who knows? Once everything hopefully gets back to normal with PSA, and they're not like, you know, a million cards behind everything. But yeah, so spot number 7 on my top 10 for this year is this very beautiful Archie Manning 1981 Topps card. Next, we go to hockey. And it's not just any hockey card. It's part of the for the past, I'd say, let's see, I'd say good 10, 15 years. A subset that hockey collectors go nuts for. It is a young gun. Yes, but it's not just any young gun. This is a one-off young gun. Okay. I'm not going to hold you in suspense any much longer. Spot number 6 on this year's list goes to none other than Mr. David Ayres. You all know what he's famous for, right? He is the famous Zamboni driver. Played one game against Toronto, and they whipped them. I mean, as you can see by his stats on the back of his card, 1920, played with the Carolina Hurricanes, played one game, 1 win, 0 losses, 0 ties in overtime, 0 shutouts, had a 4.18 goals against average, and a .800 save percentage. The 42-year-old Ayres became the oldest goaltender in NHL history to win his regular season debut, coming on as an emergency backup to make 8 saves and secure Carolina's 6-3 win, cross that out, stomping at Toronto on February 22nd, 2020. Yes, this had to make it into the top 10 for this year. I mean, mind you, when SBA came out this year, this card originally was going for like, I think $80 or $90, and then it came down to like $60, and then it came down to $30. I think now you could get this card for probably for like around $15. But I got this in a flash sale on Instagram, and was very, very happy to get it. So yeah, this comes in at spot number 6. Now, in spot number 5 and 4, we have a couple slabs. This first one is from 1969 Topps, and it is they were Oakland then. The Oakland A's stars. So you had Danny Cater, Bert Campaneris, and my favorite of the 3, Sal Bando. I got this on eBay. There's a fellow on there who actually sells PSA graded mystery packs for like, I think, $20 or something. And so I bought 2 from him, and this was one of the ones I got, and I'm very, very happy with this. It's a near mint 7, but I really don't care. And yeah, I had to include this in this year's top 10. Next is my very first Gem Mint 10 PSA card I ever got. And this is from 1981 Topps. And it is none other than New York Islanders left winger and all-around tough guy, Mr. Clark Gillies. There is one particular fight involving Clark Gillies, and it's skipping my brain right now. I'm drawing a blank on who his opponent was, and it's up there with, like, you know, when it comes to hockey fights, like, you know, Probert and Domi, Vernon and Waugh, like big time bouts. There's a Clark Gillies fight. Oh my God, I forget who it is he's fighting. And this is just, oh my God, like, again, for haymakers thrown, just real, like Don Cherry saying, real rock'em sock'em hockey. Yeah. But, yeah, I had to include this because, again, it's my very first Gem Mint 10 graded card. And I just realized this now. This is card number 88 in the set. I'm a product of 1988. So, double meaning, I guess. But, yeah. So, here you have it. Mr. Clark Gillies. All right. Next, in spot number 8 is another one-off Young Gun, but this one is from 1819, and this is a Young Gun that I think is a little more sought after than the David Ayers Young Gun. It's none other than everyone's favorite mascot, Gritty. The fact that Gritty got his own Young Gun was unbelievable. But ever since he was introduced, I remember seeing the whole press thing on Twitter, and that the Flyers were finally getting a mascot and everything. And then after they introduced him, I was like, what the hell is a Gritty? And then just over time, it just really grew on me. And then, yeah, when I saw that he got a Young Gun, I was like, oh, that'd be awesome to pull. But actually pulling this thing is near to impossible. And again, very, very pricey card for a very long time. And then finally, the beginning of this year, I found one on eBay. The price was right. And I pulled the trigger on it. And this, along with a few other cards, will always be in my collection. So, yeah. And as far as I know, there are 2 versions of the Gritty Young Gun. There's this one. This is the gold writing. And then apparently there's a silver one too. I think. I could be wrong. If anyone knows about that and knows the rarity of both, let me know in the comments below. So, anyway, moving on. To spot number 9, we have a Future Watch auto. Yes. Again, going with SPA. Like with Young Guns, I know Future Watch autos are really like the bee's knees in hockey collecting. And this one had to make the list because I don't take part in breaks all that often. I think since I've gotten into card collecting, I've taken part in a grand total of 3 breaks. And all 3 were SPA. The first 2 times, I did terrible. The teams that I picked, I think the very first one I ever picked, I picked New York, because I was really hoping to score on Igor Shesterkin Future Watch auto. And instead, my big hit was I think, from Hobby, I think it's the red inserts, and I know retail it's blue. Well, in Hobby, my big hit was a Artemi Panarin red. that was my big hit for my very first SPA box break. The second break I took part in, I chose Edmonton, because I was hoping to pull any cool Connor McDavid or maybe even a Wayne Gretzky or Yari Curry or anything. I did get a Wayne Gretzky. It wasn't an auto or anything. It was, I think, an SPX or something. So, cool, but... And then, after I decided to, go, okay, I think that's it for breaks and that, I randomly was hit up on Instagram by a fellow breaker. I forget the name of his channel or page, whichever. That's Instagram we're talking about, not YouTube. And he messaged me. He's like, "Hey, dude, I'm doing a break, a 2-box break of SPA. Would you like to join? It's pick your own team." And I was like, I don't know. I'll think about it. And then I went and checked the teams that were available. And when I saw that I was able to pick this team, I was like, okay, I'll go for it. And sure enough, the first box the guy breaks, I came up big and scored this little doozy. My Nick Suzuki Future Watch Auto. And last time I checked, the price on this card is still going up. I paid a grand total of $20 to enter the break. And I think last time I checked, this card was going for around $250 plus, maybe. So I think I did good, and that's why this had to come in on the top 10 list. And I just realized I was counting the cards backwards. We're going from 10 to 1, and I said this was card number 9. This is card number 2 on the list. Sorry, folks. It's still early. I apologize. Now, before we get to the number 1 pickup of 2020, I just want to take some time and show you some runner-ups. So, let's see what cards made the runner-up list. Alrighty, so in spot number 7, because there are seven cards here, spot number 7 is actually 3 cards in 1. Yes, early on this year, Walmart had these Yu-Gi-Oh! Like Egyptian collection boxes or gold collection or something. Anyway, I forget the name of them. And they came with, I think, 3 decks, and like there was the Yugi deck, and I think Pegasus, or something else. I don't know. The main reason I got this box was for these 3 cards right here. Slifer the Sky Dragon, the Winged Dragon of Ra, and my personal favorite, Obelisk the Tormentor. And I got this out of the box because I knew I was never going to own like an OG one. So, yeah. But I can't just go with Obelisk. I have to include the other 2 God cards. So that's why spot number 7 in the honorable mentions is actually 3 cards in 1. Now, spot number 6 is a basketball card, and it is none other than the rookie card of Mr. Zion Williamson. I've mentioned in numerous videos, when it comes to basketball, I only have 2 other basketball cards, one being a early 2000s Topps Michael Jordan, which unfortunately is not here. It is up in my storage locker. And from Goodwin's Champions, a LeBron James card. But I don't really count that as a actual basketball card, because Goodwin's Champions, I find, is sort of like Allen and Ginter, you know. So like the picture on the LeBron card, he's just in a regular T-shirt, and it's not like an actual basketball card. So I guess if you really want to be anal about it, this is actually my second basketball card I own. So, along with the Jordan. But I had to include this in the year-end roundup because, I mean, it's Zion Williamson, you know. He's like the bee's knees of basketball, so. Next, we go to hockey, and actually, the next 4 cards are all hockey related. This I actually picked up, I think it was last weekend, from my good buddy Sylvain. He posted some stuff on Facebook Marketplace. I saw this and I was like, ooh, I want that ASAP. It is a goalie. Goalie is my favorite position in hockey, and it is a material, so it's a jersey card. And what a jersey it is of, or what a jersey it belonged to, if you guys could comprehend that. In spot number 5 in this honorable mentions, we have a Maple Leaf Materials of the one and only Ed the Eagle, Ed Belfour. And I know, it's Toronto, and I'm in Montreal, blah, blah, blah. That whole debacle goes out the window when I'm talking about Ed Belfour. Because believe it or not, when Eddie was playing with Toronto, I was a Toronto fan. Yes, I was. Ed the Eagle was there, Matt Sundin, Darcy Tucker. Oh my God, like, I was a Toronto fan back in the day. So, yeah. Anyway, so this spot goes to Ed Belfour. Next, we got a young gun. And these next 2 spots, some of you out there may go, why don't you just put them together? But I was like, nah, I'll give them each their own spot. So here we have, from the Montreal Canadiens, we have Ryan Poehling. It's his young gun, of course. And I know when it comes to the young guys, Nick Suzuki's getting he's getting all the attention. I know a few years ago, Jesperi Kotkaniemi was getting all the attention. Then he got injured and everything. So it was like, oh, okay. But Suzuki, he came in, and that guy's going to be going places. Definitely. Now, when it comes to other young guys with the Habs, you got Cale Fleury, who also has a young gun in this set. We'll see. But when it comes to Ryan Poehling, I find people are overshadowing him, because as great as Nick Suzuki is, Ryan Poehling's pretty damn good too. So as much as I wish I had Nick Suzuki's young guns, which unfortunately I don't, I'm shedding some light on Ryan Poehling. So we have that. And then here's where I say some of you out there may go, why don't you just include both of these in one spot? The next spot is also Ryan Poehling, but it is, of course, his young gun Canvas, which I also just pulled not too long ago. This was out of a Fat Pack, I believe, from Walmart. I did a random little opening on Instagram, and I pulled this bad boy. So he had to make it into the honorable mentions. Next, we have from 14-15 Upper Deck Masterpieces. This is one of the black and white portrait inserts. So I don't know how rare these are, but I got this thrown in as a little gift when I got the Ed Belfour jersey card. But it is none other than the other guy from Cole Harbor, Mr. Nathan MacKinnon. And I mean, this card is sweet, because when you really look at the surface of it, it looks like it's like cracked leather. It's just, that's so cool. But as much as I love this card, still honorable mention territory, not top 10. Some of you out there may think differently, but I still say top, honorable mention, but high up there, as you notice. And then the final honorable mention is, of course, the only one in my collection, but it has to be shown. My Topps Project 2020 Jackie Robinson. Oh, yeah, baby. You can't do a 2020 list without a Project 2020 card, right? So I had to show this off. So there you go, folks. There's the honorable mentions. And now it's time for the #1 pickup of 2020. Are you ready? No. Come on, folks. Are you ready? All right, here we go. All right, folks. It's time. I've hyped it up enough. So, my #1 pickup for the year 2020 is none other than this base set Tim Horton. No, I'm kidding. No, folks. My #1 pickup of 2020 is a card that I've been wanting for so long. And finally, it happened. I finally got it. This card actually came in yesterday, the 30th of December. And I was so nervous because when I found out this card finally made it into Montreal, I was getting two different answers. On Canada Post, it showed that this was supposed to be here by January 4th. On eBay, the eBay tracking showed December 31st. I was going nuts, going, when is this card going to get here? And then last night, before I went to bed for work, I went to check the mail, and there was this inconspicuous little yellow bubble mailer envelope sitting in there. And I look at the address where it was coming from, and it showed Victoria, BC, and I swear to God, I almost did a backflip. Because it was the card. The mother of all cards. Yes, folks, my #1 pickup for the year 2020 is this Topps 1960 Carl Yastrzemski rookie card. Oh my God. I think I'm going to start tearing up right now. Because I can't believe I actually have this card in my hands. Folks, you would not believe how many times I've seen the 1960 set at card shows and everything, and I go flipping through the binder, and in spot number 148, it's always empty. Because every time I see a 1960 set, I'm like, do they have the Yaz rookie? Do they have the Yaz rookie? Never. But finally, I have one. The hard work paid off. I said at the beginning of this year, my #1 collecting goal was to get this card. It took all year, but it happened. Oh, man. Yes, folks, gaze at it in all its beautiful glory. Now, the big question is, what do I go after in 2021? Well, one rookie card that I already have my sights on. It's not as big as this, trust me. But one rookie card that I have my eyes on is actually Bob Probert's not Young Gun, is Bob Probert's rookie card. So that is one card that might possibly make it into my top 10 of 2021 next year. But I'm thinking, like, I want to at least go for one big card every year. And I mean, that's a big card. So, who knows? I'll cross that bridge when I get there. But in the meantime, folks, I hope you enjoyed this extremely long video. I apologize for it being so long, but hey, it's the final video of the year. We got to go out with a bang, right? So, yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give her a thumbs up. If you didn't, give her a thumbs down. And most importantly, before leaving, make sure to like, make sure to comment, and overall, make sure to subscribe. And before leaving, as I say in the end of every video, folks, keep collecting what you enjoy collecting, and I'll see you all in the next one. And P.S., folks, I hope you guys have a great New Year's. Don't party too hard in your own respective bubbles, that is. Don't dip too far into the liquor cabinet. And I'll see you all next year. Next Monday. So once again, folks, till then, I say to you, laters!